You know that creeping feeling a lot of us get? That all the work, all the stress, all the things we're trying to achieve might not actually add up to anything meaningful in the end? Well, today we're going to tackle that head on. It feels like a very modern anxiety, but the solution we're about to explore is thousands of years old, coming straight from the Bhagavad Gita. This is the question, isn't it? The one that can just stop you in your tracks. You're grinding away, studying for exams, climbing that career ladder, trying to build a life, and then, boom, this thought hits you. After all this effort, when I'm gone, will any of it have mattered? It's a heavy, heavy question, and honestly, it's at the root of so much of our stress.
And it's no wonder we feel this way. I mean, look at the world we live in. It's a total pressure cooker. There's this constant push to achieve, this gnawing fear of falling behind. We're supposed to be building a legacy, like right now, before we've even figured out our purpose. It is absolutely exhausting. But here's the thing. These questions, this search for meaning, it is not new at all. To find a real answer, we're actually going to travel back in time to an ancient battlefield. There, a warrior prince named Arjuna was facing this exact same crisis, just completely overcome with doubt about his purpose, right before the biggest battle of his life. His urgent questions from thousands of years ago, well, they sound a lot like our own. So listen to what Arjuna asks. He's not asking for a battle plan. He's asking about the very nature of reality. He's like, what is Brahman? Which basically means, what's the ultimate truth? What's the point of anything? He's questioning who he is, why he's here, and what his actions even mean. In this huge, life-defining moment, he is essentially screaming, will any of this even matter? And the answer he gets from his guide, Krishna, is just profound. Instead of focusing on the immediate problem, the battle right in front of him, Krishna totally reframes the entire situation. He zooms out, way, way out. He gives Arjuna a glimpse of eternity to solve a crisis of the present moment. So the first thing Krishna does is completely shift the perspective on our world. He says, look, this whole material existence, it's temporary. It's a place where there are these repeating cycles of birth and death over and over. What this really means is that the game we think we're playing, this one life, is actually happening on a much, much larger field than we realize. And the scale of this field, it's just staggering. The Gita breaks down time into these huge cosmic cycles. We're currently in what's known as the Kali Yuga, and that lasts for 432,000 years. And get this, that's the shortest of the four ages. A single full cycle lasts for over 4 million years. And believe me, that's just the beginning. Because if you take 1,000 of those 4 million year cycles, that makes up a single day for the creator of this universe, a being named Brahma. That's 4.32 billion human years, and that's just his morning. An equally long night follows. Okay, just let this number sink in for a second. Brahma lives for 100 of his years. For us, that comes out to 311 trillion years. Our entire recorded human history, every empire, every war, every single life you've ever read about, it is nothing. It is a flicker within this cosmic timeline. And here is the part that just completely bends your mind. Even that 311 trillion year lifespan, from the perspective of true, ultimate eternity, is described as being as brief as a flash of lightning. Wow. From that vantage point, all our anxieties about this quarter's sales numbers or next year's promotion, they start to look a little different, don't they? So what the Gita presents is a choice, really, between two completely different realities. On one hand, you've got this material world we're in. It's temporary, it's full of miseries, and it's built on these endless cycles. But on the other hand, there's this supreme abode. It's eternal, it's the ultimate destination, and once you get there, you never come back to the cycle. This isn't about being pessimistic. It's just about understanding the options on the table. Okay, so a cosmic zoom out is cool. But you're probably thinking, great, but how does this help me with my deadline tomorrow, right? This is where this whole theory becomes intensely practical. This vast perspective isn't meant to make you feel tiny and insignificant. It's actually meant to completely change what you focus on right now. And here it is. This is the key that connects the cosmic to the personal. The text says that whatever your state of consciousness is at the moment of death, that's the state you will achieve next. Just think about that for a second. Your very last thought is the single most important one you will ever have. It's the grand finale of your life's entire focus. This idea just turns everything on its head.
Because if that final thought is so incredibly critical, then every single day, every moment is a practice session for it. So the real question becomes, what are you filling your mind with? Are you practicing anxiety about temporary stuff, fear of failure? Or are you practicing a state of consciousness that's connected to something eternal? And what's so great is that this isn't about quitting your job and going to meditate on a mountain. No. Krishna gives a clear 3-step plan for how to act right here, in the world. Step 1, set a higher intention. Connect your mind to that eternal idea. 2, engage fully in your work. Do your duty. And 3, dedicate the outcome. Do your absolute best, but then let go of the results, offer them up to that higher principle.
So when you put these two things together, the cosmic zoom out and this daily practice, something really amazing starts to happen. You arrive at a perspective that is so liberating. It just cuts right through all that modern anxiety. It's really a beautiful paradox. So first, you realize your life isn't meaningless at all. In fact, it's the complete opposite. Your consciousness, the thoughts you practice and cultivate every day, it has eternal consequences. Your focus, your intention, it matters on a scale you can barely even imagine. But at the exact same time, when you see your little life against the backdrop of 311 trillion years, you can finally let go. That mistake you made at work, that awkward social thing, the intense pressure to build a massive legacy right now, it all just shrinks. The crushing weight of your own ego and its desperate need for validation just kind of melts away. And that right there is the ultimate takeaway. This dual perspective is the antidote. Your daily actions are infused with this profound, deep purpose, yet you are totally freed from the anxiety of their temporary outcomes. You're significant enough to matter, and you're small enough to let go. And holding both of those truths at the same time, that isn't a contradiction. That's freedom.